Someone get a timer.
It's 8:07. Just go to it.
We read Metamorphasis. When he first recognizes his transformation, he doesn't appear significantly bothered by it, and he treats it almost like any ordinary disturbance to his sleep, as if it were not entirely out of the ordinary. And as the story progresses, he doesn't act like being a bug is that significant. Like, he is more concerned about losing his job and his family's financial situation. Why do you think that he did that?
Go ahead, Maggie.
Well, I think he might have been in shock with the whole thing, and the first thing he thinks about is what's most important to him, like his job, because it always says how he goes to work like at exactly the right time. So I think that it's like really critical. So if he were to not be able to do his job, then that's the first thing he's worried about.
And
Sorry. Go ahead.
Like humans are, like their instinct is to survive, and so since he still has the mindset of a person, not a bug, he may just be thinking about what it's going to take to survive or to stay with his family, just how he's going to cope with it, and not the actual fact of that he's a bug.
Yeah. I also saw that, like, the main focus of the story was, like, money. Because he was concerned about losing his job, and he only kept his job because he wanted to pay for his family's financial situation. And, like, just money just kept, like, reoccurring up. Like, his dad didn't want to have a job, and he was, like, miserable in the bank. So I missed that.
But then it was also weird because his family, it acted like they weren't very well off, but then at one point it was saying how they didn't realize how much money they actually had, and
they had like savings like that they could actually go into.
Yeah.
So were they like using him to get more money, or did they already have it?
I don't know, like I feel like he was giving them a lot of money and they just didn't realize how much money he was.
Yeah, and they didn't like appreciate it really because they weren't doing anything. And they had like cleaning people.
Yeah,
weird. Because if you don't have that money, why are you spending it on?
Yeah, and it didn't sound like they had like that big of a house. Like
it was like an apartment or something.
I thought they all lived in like separate apartment buildings, like the hallway and the stairs or something for some reason. I always thought they lived in
Well, I thought he had his own
he
apartment, but it sounded like he actually lived in the house. Like, cause you know, it was like, how did they?
I thought he lived in the house.
Me too, but I thought at first I thought he had his own separate apartment, but then it was like
yeah, because he had like a kitchen in there and everything.
Yeah.
He poured his cereal or something.
and then it was talking about like how they had to sell the house or something. And what were like the people that came over
that they like took in.
Yeah, like were they trying to rent the house to them? Because I didn't really understand their purpose.
Yeah, they were like renting it, and then when they found out like they saw the bug, they got scared or whatever and left. But I don't understand how that was important.
Yeah, neither do I. Like, maybe it made the family more mad at at Grinder or whatever.
I wish that it said how he turned into a bug.
It said like he woke up, and then he like looked at his. He like seemed scared with it, but then it didn't make that much more big of a deal. Like it said he was like he didn't want to look at it, like all his legs coming down his body.
And like how he turned into a bug, but no one else didn't talk about other bugs.
And I thought it was like, I know like it would be strange to have your son like wake up being a bug, but I don't feel like the family was really like
They're so mean.
Yeah, they
pushed him back into his room.
But first the sister, she like really tried to help him, and then she got to the point,
where she wouldn't, and then like eventually like that kind of led to his death. Like no one cared about him anymore.
Yeah, but the mom but it also said like the sister was the one to at first like want to help him, but then at the end she was the first one when they moved away to like like stand up when they got to their new place on the train, like, because that was when they were starting over.
Yeah.
But the mom, she kind of wanted to help him, but every time she saw him, she passed out.
She was like called him her, and she still called him her son. Like one quote was her unfortunate son. So he still called her son.
Why do you think there's nothing in that? Why didn't you think his dad like pushed him away?
I think his dad pushed him away because he might have just been like shocked, like this is not my son. Like where is my son?
Yeah,
because his son has always been like providing for him, and now he's like this bug. Like,
and it could have been like embarrassing. Like,
yeah. Like he might have been proud that his son was like providing for him.
And then when someone like does something that the parent doesn't approve of, they like resent them.
Yeah, and that kind of goes back to how I kind of thought how the family was using him for his money, because his dad might have been angry with him because he turned into a bug and now he can't get money. So, yeah.
I was confused as to like what kind of job
He was a traveling salesman, and it was like he would just like travel and sell things. And he didn't like it though. He just kept doing it for his parents.
It was just weird how like
Like in the beginning, I
how
couldn't
the
really
boss
understand.
came.
Yeah, I didn't know why the boss would be
salesman. Your boss wouldn't really know if you showed up to work.
Yeah, it's not yeah. And then he was like, the dad looked so much healthier and stuff when he actually got a job, but then the dad like hated him. Like hated that.
Yeah.
And I think like with his characteristics, I feel like he like gained some as a bug, but then kept some of his human qualities. Like he kept like his sense of pride for providing for his family, and he kept his like sensitivity. Like he wanted to he was so sad when his family like shunned him, and like a bug would not know that. But then as a bug he like changed his food habits. And,
Yeah, that was weird. He didn't like the normal things he would eat, like the raw
yeah. It's probably because like your stomach would change if you're a bug. Like I don't understand, like was he a real bug or was his body a bug and his head was a bug? Like I was kind of confused with that. No.
There's ASD everywhere, and there's like one new one, but all the other movies, they always have.
Like, was he like a really big bug or big? Can you guys walk around, please? Okay, never mind. Like, was he a really big bug? Like,
Yeah,
you could see
I feel like he was like, I don't know, like was he human sized? Like
Yeah.
I kind of imagined him like this big.
because when it talked about how they opened the door, like when you have to like crawl up or come down and fight the thing.
Ew, oh. I just pictured him like, I didn't picture him like a full human size. I pictured him like this big. Like still like,
Yeah.
not like a little bug, but like a big one. But he was probably human size. Like,
But when it talked about him like, getting out of bed and it was like if you fall, you would like crush himself.
oh yeah.
That like
He was just
if you were regular size, it wouldn't seem like it would crush you.
yeah.
Like you were saying about the inequality. Because he just he stayed like independent and stuff because he like took the initiative to move out and like for the good of his family, but he was already providing.
Yeah. And I don't know why, like, his sisters, like, at first she was caring for him, but what, like, triggered that to not care for him anymore? Like, she even said, like, he's not the same, like, he's not the same person. Like, I don't know, like, how you can go from, like, caring for someone to not, like, caring at all.
Like her parents like
Yeah.
Yeah, the dad was really
The dad, like, treated it like a wild animal.
then it always said how he would hide whenever someone would come in and be angry.
Yeah, maybe they just thought like after a while it was just like more and more distance between them. Like she realized that they weren't the same, and he really wasn't the same either.
And then the part where like he figured out he liked to like climb on things like the walls, and then so they took out all the furniture, his pictures and whatever. Which I guess I could see taking out the furniture for that one, but all the other stuff that doesn't really make it.
Yeah, which I know he liked. He probably wanted to hold on that to keep with his human memories. Yeah. Good discussion.
Hopefully it got all of that.
The people from it. She probably won't even.